Hello guys, so today has been a wild day. So I literally have been obsessed with the whole stuff happening in Texas. It's awful. My support goes out to Texas and the people involved. But we're not going to be talking about them today, unfortunately. Okay? And the reason I don't want to talk about them in the same video I'm talking about everyone else is because that's a serious discussion. Okay? What we're going to be talking about are idiots online. So one of the biggest idiots online is Anissa and her husband iDubbbz. Creator Clash 3, something that they said you should support, and the content deputy on Ethan, they said you should go support it, fund it. Well, guess what? The Creator Clash ain't happening. The main event got cancelled. And do you want to know what they say? Instead of getting refunds, allegedly, no, all that money goes to donate to charity. Here's a thought. If you wanted to donate to charity, why would you not just donate to the charity directly? But, yeah, another L for them. Shocker. And now, on top of that, there is this guy called Dan. Dan is a debate bro who tried to get with Charlie Kirk, tried to debate him. Charlie Kirk doesn't want to waste his time on this guy, because this guy, all he does is he makes bad faith arguments, he makes arguments that are heavily loaded, and he makes hypothetical comments and questions for you to answer, and they are always a loaded bad faith implication that no matter what you say, he has a gotcha. He is a nobody, and he's the worst type of debate bro. But that's not why we're talking about him. We're talking about him because he's debating a father who has no idea what is happening, and is literally not a debater, okay? He asked this guy, would you consent to your child being in front of a bunch of old men and your child's naked? The father responds with, kids can't consent. Which completely felt what this guy was trying to say. Everybody knows what Dan wanted him to say. He wanted him to say, no, I don't consent to that. So he could say, so you were saying that the parents can decide what the kids do because it's up to the parents' consent, not the child. That's what he was trying to imply. And because the father didn't fall for his trick and said the quiet part out loud and just said kids cannot consent, instead, because his plan was foiled, his reaction was to label the guy a PDF file, imply that he was a bad father, call CPS on him, which he publicly did, and then publicly doxed him. And then he made a response, and his response is just completely revising history, because he says, oh, we were talking about Trump. It doesn't matter if you're talking about Trump. You still doxed the guy and still called him, imply that he was a PDF file. Doesn't really matter the context. And even with the context that you revise, the guy still completely condemned what Trump did. So it's like, even with the context, it doesn't make anything better. And now the guy is screaming and crying about his anxiety pen. And I'm just going to end with this clip, and then I'm going to go.
Pen. I'm sorry that I have anxiety. Okay, and honestly, yeah, it is kind of the fault of people like you that want to come up here and bully and berate me over something that I don't do. Okay, so cut the shit. It's not a vape. All right, it's an anxiety pin, and God, the amount of times that I've asked you to respect me and respect my anxiety pin is, at this point, getting ridiculous, Cody. So please,
justified crash out
for the final and for the billionth time, will you please just respect the fact that it's not a vape and that it's an anxiety pin?